Okay, Sister Sue.
Okay, my name is Sister Sharon, and I'm from Littleton, Colorado.
Okay, and so how long have you been wearing the Irlen lenses?
Since 2000.
And what benefits have you found from the Irlen lenses?
I found out that I can read better, I can comprehend things better, and I can hear better.
Okay, and what was it like before you had the lenses? Can you give us a description of it, of your world?
To put it all in a nutshell, everything was moving all over the place, and I couldn't see anything, so basically I could not read, and so I would just do everything. I would go into the library and just get pictures, books with pictures in it. If it had too much writing and not enough pictures, I would put it back on the shelf and say, forget it. I don't want this book. I want something that I can. The Cat in the Hat was a good one. That had lots of pictures in it. Any of the Dr. Seuss books were very good because you could always every page had a picture in it. So yeah.
Very good. So in your environment when you were walking, what did your environment look like?
Like everything was moving. The trees would be falling down. I always liked to walk in the middle of the street because then I could make sure that nothing was falling on top of me. And every time my parents would say, "Get out of the middle of the street, walk on the sidewalk," and I'm going, "Oh, well, I don't want to do this." And so, yes, and riding my bike, I've had many bike accidents because I couldn't see the car that was parked because I didn't realize it wasn't moving, and I kept thinking that it's going to move, and then I bang right into it with my bike, and so little things like that.
And so when you got your Irlen lenses, how did that change?
The first time when I finally actually could see something not moving, and I could actually see that there really are clouds in the sky, that there really was a difference between the buildings and the sky, I started to cry. Just absolutely started to cry because there's nothing else you can do. You're so overwhelmed that things actually look like things. Cars look like cars. Buildings look like buildings. People didn't look funny. Their eyes weren't funny. Their noses weren't funny. People look normal. But when you're without my glasses, everybody looks like the Addams Family or the Munsters or something. It's just people just. I couldn't watch television because of that. I'm still not a TV watcher because now things are moving too quickly, and nobody's quiet. It's constantly talk. All right, so when I started off when I was 3, and I could turn circles for 18 hours. And the reason why I would turn circles was because everything in my little world would stop. And I could concentrate on what I needed. And I could make up my own little plays, and they would be reality, but in the reality that I could handle it. Say the Vietnam War was going on, and so I would make myself as a soldier and deal with what was happening on the news, and then that way I could cope with it. But to have just anything to keep things still for a while, I could turn circles for 18 hours, and that's what I did.
Wow, that's amazing.
And when I first got my glasses, I went back to the convent, and then I got the glasses in the mail, and then I was looking in our cell, our rooms, and I opened up my drawer, and I saw pictures of this beautiful lady standing there, and I'm going, well, I wonder what these pictures are, and I had a whole bunch of them, and so I went down for recreation that night, and showed it to my superior. I said, look at these pictures. I don't know who this is. Does anybody have any idea who this is? And my superior looked at them, and she looked at me, and she said, Sister, I think these are your mother. So I never really experienced the beauty of my mom, because I'm not knowing that I couldn't see. I didn't know.
Wow.
And it was like, yeah, that's how you felt. You felt, wow, you know, or now that she's gone, I feel very bad, because now I can't go up to her and say, let me see what you really look like, you know. But, yeah, she died. In fact, she died before I even came to the Irlen Institute.
Oh.
So she died in 2000, so it must have been that same year that I came to the Institute. So I think she had a lot to play in that. She knew how to get me help.
Hmm.
And because I didn't have a clue. Don't give up. There is help. And even if people think that you're mentally retarded, or they say that you're dyslexic, or you have ADD, and all this other stuff, I would really recommend that you get tested for the Irlen Institute glasses, because they really do help a lot. Where I was a D and F student, I just became a CNA, which is a certified nurse's assistant, and I passed it with an A, and I was the highest in our class, and I would never, ever have ever dreamt that that would ever come true to me or for me. And so if people say, you know, they put a quote, they put something on you that you know, you can't handle anything. Yes, you can. It's just that your little world is upside down right now, and I really would recommend that you either get tested and find out just exactly what's going on, because this has been a very big help for me.